When I was in 5th grade, I entered a competition that was called Punt Pass and Kick. PPK is an organization that is run by the NFL across the country. The 3 categories that you compete in are punting, passing, and kicking a football. But the catch is you have to do these 3 tasks, the furthest and the most accurate in your division, in order to move on to the next competition. I got caught up in this when my dad came home from work one day asking if I wanted to go compete in a friendly competition that he had heard about. The only thing that I knew how to do was throw and punt a football, but I agreed because I had no intentions of it meaning anything. As we arrived at the competition, there were people from my town and the town over throwing around a football and warming up like they were getting ready for a game, while I, on the other hand, had never even kicked off of a football tee. My dad and I practiced a little until my age group was called up. There were only 5 or so girls in my age group, but one of them was getting so talked up by her dad that I made it a goal to beat her. I didn't care about anything else. Long story short, I ended up beating the girl by a long shot and everyone else in the local competition. Little did I know that was not the end of this journey. Once they handed out medals, they explained that the winners were now qualified to compete at sectionals in a town that was a few hours away. My family and I did some more research on Punt Pass and Kick and found out this is a nationally hosted competition established by Pepsi, where the competitors are sponsored by certain teams in the NFL, depending on where you live in the United States. The team that I would be competing for just so happened to be my dad's favorite football team, the Oakland Raiders. This is when the competition got serious. My dad and I practiced every day after he got off of work, and on the weekends until sectionals, because once you got to sectionals, you were competing against not only the 10 girls there, but another 1,000 girls representing and competing for the Oakland Raiders too. Well, although my dad and I thought I could have done better, but reluctantly it was enough to beat out my 10 competitors and have me placed in the running to be qualified to go to an Oakland Raiders football game. The only catch was that I had to be the top 5 out of 1,000. Weeks went by, and I waited to see all of the results from the competitions, and luckily my name stayed at the top of the list. When the time came, I was informed that I would be performing at the team competition in Oakland, California, against 5 other competitors in my age group. In addition, during halftime, I would go out onto the Raiders field and throw a football in front of the whole stadium along with the rest of my competitors. When the time came to go to the team competition, I was so nervous I couldn't even hold a ball. But hey, I didn't get last place. With that experience, I kept competing in Punt Pass and Kick for another 2 years and got to return to the Oakland game each time. It's a cool memory to look back on, and I'm so thankful that I got to be a part of it.